Hello and welcome everyone back to another episode of Red Cape Sports. Thank you all so much for watching. Basically the similar style of video. So Mitch, when you're editing this, be sure to put out the hockey video first, but the same style of video. This one will be a lot more sports card related than the last one, but we do have a hot topic debate and something that is completely open to interpretation. But regardless, this video is about my favorite baseball player to watch right now. The man hits placatas, Shohei Otani. Mitch, what do you think of Shohei? And before you answer, I just want everyone to know that I was advising, not telling, but rather advising that, hey, you know what? You might want to pick this guy's card up this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny because it comes down to it probably 3 times a year where Bird will tell me a good player. And for whatever reason, I just don't listen, even though I agree. And I probably should have bought some Otanis. But, I mean, I was picking up other players, so it's all good. But, yeah, I think Shohei Ohtani is incredible. The guy is basically a modern-day Babe Ruth in the sense that he not only pitches really well, like stupid well, but he also hits bombs, and he makes it look easy. He hits home runs for power. He's hitting oppo. The dude is incredible. I know what we're going to talk about in this episode specifically. However, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's doing. No. And the sad part is, when he first came into the league, they were talking about this. This guy's a dual player. He can hit from the left side, and he throws from the right side. Guys, like if you don't understand baseball at all, this is like McDavid scoring the goals he's getting and also playing as a goalie.
Yeah, exactly.
And getting and saving every puck that crosses him. That's the equivalent of what Otani's doing. It's similar to Tom Brady throwing touchdowns, and when he doesn't play, he's a wide receiver the next day. That's how crazy this is. And I don't know if that kind of puts things into perspective, but that's how good this guy is.
Yeah. If you look at the historical numbers, what he's done, he's been doing stuff, Mitch, that we haven't seen in 108 years back to when Babe Ruth was playing. And what I mean by that is this is a man who's throwing, right? They have a designated hitter in the American League, and the manager's like, nah, you know what? We're going to bat you second. You're going to throw, and we're going to bat you second. And, I mean, for the most part, 99% of pitchers, you're just throwing. If there's a designated hitter, you are just throwing. You don't have time to work on your fastball, your changeup, your location, and put the time into in the batting cage. And that's what you're paid to do. But Shohei Otani, as of the making of this video, has the most home runs in Major League Baseball and an ERA of 2.10, which is tied with Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer is a household name. Max Scherzer's, in my opinion, a future Hall of Famer. He's phenomenal.
But
Shohei's doing both.
But Scherzer, he's not hitting bombs.
Exactly.
Like what he's doing is insane. Not only that, but if you're a left-handed hitter too, you have to protect your arm. That's not normal. Like if you're a pitcher, always coaches, whoever. I mean, I was protected as a pitcher, and you know what I mean? So if they're protecting me, I'm shocked they're not protecting Otani. So, dude, when you're batting left, your right arm's exposed. That's terrifying.
That's how I was, man.
That's what's crazy. Usually he'd be hitting from the right side, but they're just letting him do his thing, and that's what's really cool. And to be honest, he makes it look so easy.
I've seen videos.
He's very calm. He's very calm from both sides. He's really good. He's really good. I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
He hit a home run over the Green Monster, and this pitch was, and again, he's a lefty. This pitch was down and away, and he hit it oppo over the Green Monster in Fenway. That's 310 feet with like a 75-foot, literal green wall. This man's incredible. But anyway, the more focus on this video, and again, all that previous stuff was just so you all have a better idea of who Shohei is. But a lot of people have reached out to me, put on social media, whatever you want to call it, Why is it that certain Shohei cards are selling for a lot more than perhaps the Topps flagship, right? And I want to discuss this today. I have a theory, and I believe it's no longer a theory. I believe that the money path that we're starting to see proves my theory to be true, if that makes sense. So, there's 4 cards. There's a Shohei Otani Bowman Chrome rookie card. Excuse me as I look at my notes here. Okay. Then there's a Shohei Otani Topps Chrome rookie card. That's the one of him pitching. There's a Shohei Otani Topps Chrome update. That's the one of him pitching. And then there's a Shohei Otani Topps Chrome update. Right, yeah. And that's the hitting one of his rookie debut. So that's the difference there. That's his rookie debut. Okay. Now, get this. The Bowman Chrome rookie card, not a flagship. Bowman Chrome, whether you want to think of it as a rookie card or a pre-rookie card, this is the one that does have a rookie card logo. The pop. Guys, pop is extremely important. The pop is population report, how many of these cards are graded out there. PSA has 990 graded, right? So that's the first one, right? And it's really interesting. And then you get to the other tops. His Topps Chrome rookie, 2,712 PSA 10s. That's more than double. And then you get to his Topps Chrome update, the one of him pitching, 1,600 cards. And then you also get, and I get it, this is a lower pop as well, his rookie debut, which I don't consider to be that much of a rookie. Not for this card, but I don't tell people to go pick up rookie debuts. That pop is 831. Now, I'm well aware that both pops on the hitting versions are quite low. But my theory here is the reason why the hitting cards are selling for so much more, and I mean $100 to $150 more than the other cards, more than the flagships, is because he's hitting. And I like to believe that people view Shohei Otani as a pitcher who can rake, right? They don't necessarily view him as, well, this is a hitter like Mike Trout, and he also throws. I like to believe that people view him as, this is a pitcher because he's throwing 102 miles per hour.
That's not normal.
But he's also hitting bombs, right? It's the same reason for in the hobby. If you go to any other sport, right? Running backs, wide receivers in the NFL, they don't get much love. In hockey, goalies, defensemen, they don't get much love. Pitchers in baseball, they don't get much love. So could that be the reason why these hitting versions of Shohei's cards are selling for that much more, Mitch?
Well, 100%. I think the main thing is, when you think about baseball, I mean, on average, like you could 100% say that the hitters sell better in terms of cards, just the athlete in the sport. There's a guy that I keep thinking of, and I actually have one of his cards here, and I kind of want to go over this briefly too, because there's one guy we haven't talked about in a long time. And I understand this is a multi-sport player, but Bo Jackson, this is a guy, and you're talking about, what do you do with him? Like, do you want to get his baseball card? Do you want to get his football card? So, you know what I mean? Like, maybe Otani needs a card where he's not doing both. Maybe it's just a portrait. But he
does have one, and it sells. I believe it's a super short print, not even a short print.
That's what I'm saying.
And it sells well.
They must have known that when they were creating the cards. So to have a card where he's not doing one or the other, I think that maybe sends even more of a message of, hey, like, that's the guy that does, the hitting and the pitching at crazy levels, right? But yeah, I mean, which card would you like to have if you had the option? Which one would you recommend? Because even me personally, I think at this point, he's a great investment because
he's still undervalued.
Yeah, because, I mean, even if you look at his age and everything to go with it, he's a guy that you could do. I like investments that make sense where when you put money into it, the downside is low, but the upside is high. I think that's Otani. So it makes sense to me, right? If you put $500 into him, you're probably not going to lose that money, but you have a chance of doubling that money.
Right.
And I think your chance of doubling that money is greater than losing it. So which card would you be looking at in advising people to check out?
Now, of course, barring injury, shout out to Frank. Frank from FC House and Cards. He'll be the first to mention it. Shohei, he came into the league in 2018, and this is really the first year where we've seen his full potential of hitting and pitching. So buyers beware. Shohei is, and I hate this term. I hate it. Yeah. Injury prone. Right now, which card would I advise people? If you have the money, the Bowman Chrome rookie. Right, Bowman Chrome is now the reason why I say that, and also a reason why I think that this card is selling so well. Shohei Otani does not, and I repeat, does not have a Bowman first. There's no Bowman first of Shohei, right? Just because of when he signed and in the release of things, and a lot more goes into it. But I would advise people the Bowman Chrome rookie card. I believe that the pops on these Topps cards they're a lot high. Now, before people come at me and say, because it's true. In previous videos, I said, sometimes pop doesn't really matter. But what I meant was like on a guy like Luka Doncic, that pop is very high. But I do believe when it's all said and done, Luka has the ability to be a top 15 basketball player of all time. He's insane. Quickest basketball player ever to get 5,000 points. I do believe that Shohei is well on his way to winning this year's MVP. And honestly, if and when he wins it, that's probably when I will dump his card and take my profits, even though I love him. That's, do whatever you want with that information. But I would pick up the Bowman Chrome rookie. Even I don't have that card right now, Mitch. Currently, I do have I have the pitching version. I don't even have the hitting version. So full transparency. I have the pitching of his Topps Chrome and the paper.
Yeah, I have a paper. I think I swear to God, I bought a paper for I think 80 cents. Bird knows where I bought it at. It was very dusty, but I did pick up his paper probably like a year and a half ago. I'm like, dude, this guy's I know baseball. I know this guy's good. And for 80 cents, I think this is going to be a good investment. I don't even think I have it anymore. It might be in ComC or something. It's
probably on ComC.
Yeah, but I mean, that was before I even had the knowledge of buying good graded cards. So, yeah, that's all I have for Otani. I agree with what you're saying, and give credit to Bird. We did an episode talking about Otani. I know Bird did an episode talking about how he was like his number one pick.
That episode
started happening.
So, before we sign off here, and you know what? I will brag a bit in this video. So, the episode that we're referring to, and maybe put in a clip or not, whatever, it was the episode of my top 5 cards to pick up for the MLB season. I mentioned Shohei.
The price is right on Shohei Ohtani. Guys, Shohei Ohtani, obviously he's got a major market back in his home country.
Shohei's done well. And I also mentioned Ronald Acuna. Both those guys have the most home runs right now in the hobby. And as we all know, home runs tend to do extremely well. Mitch, I'll have to send it to you, so remind me to send it to you. I tweeted out on my own Twitter before the season started, here are some of my predictions for the MLB season. And I said Ronald Acuna will win MVP for National League. And I said Shohei Ohtani will win for American League. So far, both are off to a pretty good start. So, there's still a lot of season left, but I'm looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all we have for you guys. Don't forget, check out our Facebook group. It's a really cool community. We hit over 605 members. So I always see people posting in there. You can sell cards, ask us questions, show off your cards. That's what we want to do. Like, I got some cool cards here. Like, I don't mind. I want you guys to take photos of your cards. Like, we even have the GOAT, Greg Oden, right here. Bird's favorite card.
Greg Oden.
Okay, so this is a bust. This is a winner. Shaq. Okay? So that's all we have for you. Don't forget to watch us every week. We have We have over 250 episodes.
Yep.
Go back and watch more. Okay.
Yeah, might as well. Pandemic. If you got a hangover, actually, this is the best. We're the best hangover channel.
Dude, call
really
in sick at work. Tell your boss, can't come in. Got COVID. Got to watch Red Cape Sports.